Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Shinta Devira from 4H class. Want to explain about some material from group 1 until group 5. For the first material is about evaluation. So what is evaluation? Evaluation is the systematic process of assessing or evaluating an object, activity, or performance. For the example, like daily test, mid-test, national exam, and so on. And then about the function of evaluation is for improvement and development of learning system. Because a learning system have various components, so they can improve it. And then for accreditation, it can implement the result of learning education. Okay, let's move to the next material. It's about Bloom's taxonomy, rules and procedure in constructing a test. Okay, to create tests using Bloom's taxonomy, there are rules and procedures to follow. The first is define learning objective. You can clearly articulate what knowledge or skill you want to assess in the test. Then select appropriate question types. You can choose question format like multiple choice, exam, or other. And then you can design question at multiple level, then balance the difficulty levels, time management, and include clear instruction. Next step is doing pilot test. It's to identify any issue with question clarity, difficulty, or validity, and then profit score criteria. And for the last step is administer the test. Next, about Bloom's domains. Bloom's taxonomy is divided into 3 domains, namely is cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. In cognitive domains is about knowledge. The cognitive domains include the ability to restate concept or principles that have been learned, which related to thinking skills and others. And next is affection. Affection domains is related to attitude. Bloom's define the affective domains into 5 categories. Namely is attending, responding, valuing, organization, and characterization. And then the last is about psychomotor domain. Is related to action. Psychomotor domain consists to the skill, basic movement, and others. Okay, about the next material, let's move to the next material is types of tests, strength and weakness of each test. There are several types of assessment, judging from the form of students' answer. There are written tests and oral tests. In written tests, there are 2 types of tests, namely subjective and objective. Okay, in subjective tests, use questions that have more than one answer. For the example, like in Indonesian, sebutkan nama-nama hewan amfibi. It have more than one answer. And this subjective test have strength. That is easy to prepare question, and it can also help students express their own words. But there are also the weakness. It is time to correct is so long and inefficient. Next is objective test. It is test with alternative answer question that must be chosen. for the example like multiple choice, true or false, like that, and others. This does have strengths in examination that easier and faster, but the weakness is difficult to prepare the question. And then about oral tests, it is tests that carried out by holding direct question and answer between educators and students. These tests have strength that it minimizes the cheating. But however, there is some weakness, which is that the subjectivity of the educator is often contained in the test result. Okay, let's move to the next material is rules in construction, this test, item, and test scoring. Rules for multiple choice question, there is 5 rules. For the first rules, you should to design clearly made question in the bottom of the question, but alternative at the end of the question, not the middle, and keep the word as much as possible below the question. And then all the options must be homogeneous and reasonable. You can make it all the option consistent grammatically with stem. And then for the next rules, you should to reduce the length of the alternative by moving as many words as possible into the stick. The justification is that the additional words in the alternative have to be read 4 or 5 times. And the next rules is you can build the stem so that it brings complete thoughts and avoid negative items such as which of the following, like that. And for the last rules, don't use word always and never in the alternative, because students can eliminate it just by knowing one answer is wrong. Okay, and then about the scoring in multiple choice question, usually giving a certain number of points for each correct answer, and for the incorrect answer may result in points being deducted or penalty, or no points being awarded. Okay, let's move to the last material. It's about test and item, validity and reliability. So what is reliability? Reliability in learning refers to the consistency of measurement result over time and across assignment. Next, about types reliability, there is 3 types. For the first is test retest reliability. In test retest reliability, it includes the consistency of test score over time when administered to the same individual in the same situation. And then the second is internal reliability. In internal reliability, this includes consistency between items in a test. This can be measured using the correlation coefficient between item scores. And the last is inter-examiner reliability. Here includes the consistency of score when 2 or more independent raters assess the same answer or behavior. Okay, I think it's enough for me. Thank you for watching the video.